Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In 1998, my wife and I found out we were going to have a baby. And like many women around the 20th week, my wife went for an ultrasound. The initial doctor spotted something that was cause of concern. He sent us for what he called a second-level ultrasound. And it was at that particular ultrasound that we learned that my daughter was going to be born with some significant health issues. They went on to describe a number of things from abnormal limb length to extreme cerebral palsy to severe mental retardation, etc. Doctor also said, you have options. Several weeks later, we went to another appointment, this one focusing specifically on the heart side of things to get more information about that. The doctor at that point made the statement that it's too bad you're this far along because now your options are more limited. I can't imagine my life without my 17-year-old daughter. I can't imagine why we are among a handful of countries, two handfuls of country that have limits as high as we do. You hear countries like Belgium and Germany with limitation at 12 weeks. Nowadays, people find out they're pregnant fairly early on, and quite often they have their first ultrasound at 13 and 14 weeks. It seems to me if we want a child, 13, 14 weeks is a perfect opportunity to start telling your friends and family that you're pregnant, that you're going to have a baby. It's not a fetus. It's a baby. Why? Because we want it. I may seem passionate about this issue, but I've got 5 children, and one of them wouldn't be here if we had listened to the doctors that told us how deformed and how pathetic my daughter's life would have been. Now, granted, she's got some learning disabilities, but she's a fighter and she struggles through those, and I'm proud to call her my daughter. I cannot imagine how many people this world would be blessed with, how many scientists, how many doctors, lawyers, presidents we may have aborted because we wanted to call them a fetus. Years ago, I saw an editorial cartoon, and it was somebody raising their hands, shaking their fists, saying, God, why haven't you sent us someone to cure cancer and all these other diseases? And the voice cloud coming down from the heavens said, I did, but you aborted every one of them. It can be an emotional issue. It can be a scientific issue. To me, it's as simple as right and wrong. We should be in the position as a legislature of creating policy that defends life. And if there's any question as to viability, that should be left in God's hands. And if we can take a small step in moving it toward 20 weeks as opposed to 24, I'm a loud and reverberating yes. Thank you.